Welcome back to Gameweek 2! True FPL has arrived with Salah and Kane looking like an A4 piece of paper because they just blanked. Man City and Liverpool sharing a Vindaloo as they couldn't keep a clean sheet. And Timo Pukki yeeting in a hat-trick, making this game week a complete write-off for some people. So as always, I will look at my score predictions from each game to see how completely wrong I was. Review my team, review the best team in my league, and review the best team in the world, which is obviously mine. My first prediction was almost actually right, with Arsenal winning 2-1. I actually purposely guessed wrong so I could talk about how the frick Ashley Barnes has scored 3 goals in 2 games. Honestly, just give that guy the Ballon d'Or. Oh yeah, Arsenal. They played well, with Pepe getting his first few minutes, and oh boy, he looks exciting, doesn't he? Next one is Bournemouth beating Villa 2-1, which is exactly what I said. See, it's easy, right? Bournemouth have actually been rather disappointed in front of the goal and not quite like their usual selves. You okay, hun? Next guess was actually very close again, with it finishing 1-1 instead of my 2-1 prediction. But West Ham were missing Haller and Anderson, so if they played, I reckon that would have been a, guess what? Good guess. Everton don't look like scoring much, do they? But they did manage to get at least 1 goal this time, finally equaling the amount of red cards they've had this season, beating a poor Watford 1-0. Remember when Newcastle were linked with Mbappe? And now Pukki is scoring a hat-trick against them, for them to lose 3-0. Pukki kind of just makes me moist. 4 goals in 2 games now, making him look like a very good option. Liverpool beat Southampton as you'd all expect, and almost, so close but yet so far, didn't get their clean sheet, as Adrian decided to become a Southampton player, passing the ball to wings. Southampton actually almost scored again soon after, making it a very shaky end to the game for Liverpool. Man City Spurs finished 2-2, when Man City had 30 shots and Spurs had 3. How does that happen? Man City looked very impressive, but the true winner is VAR, who had the last laugh and decided to cuck City against Spurs again. Sheffield United Crystal Palace finished a close 1-0, with Palace looking very weak. Zaha started but couldn't really get into the match much, with Sheffield being close to scoring a few, with their midfielder marked as a defender in FPL getting the goal. Wouldn't it be amazing if someone subbed him in last minute and got all of his points? Chelsea-Leicester was definitely a game of 2 halves. Chelsea have started every game coming out, flying out the blocks, and then crashing into the dressing room. Lampard just must not be giving them any tangerines at half-time, because they were completely outmatched by Leicester, who could have quite easily won the game with a few good chances at the end. And finally, Wolves Man United. Very much the same, with Man United looking very strong, and Wolves slowly growing into the game and getting a draw. Both teams had chances to win, but it was the Paul Pogba penalty which was the moment the game should have been over. So overall, my predictions were actually rather close, with only a few goals off in a few, and some of them exactly right. Wow, how good am I? I should consider making a football channel or something. This week was completely different from last, with only 2 teams keeping a clean sheet, and most of the cheap players outperforming the premiums to make a proper maverick game week. But now on to the teams. So this week, the highest scoring team scored 119 points. What? The average points was 41. Doable. And my team scored the whopping, absolutely magnificent 58 points, making me 257,814th overall in the world with 138 points in total, which damn son, I'm actually very happy with. So let's have a looky at my team. So I did say in my game week preview that I was starting Holobas, even though I wanted and thought Everton could definitely score, but last minute I did a Rick and Morty IQ level decision, big brain energy, and subbed in Lundstrom last minute, and you kind of know what happened there. Haller was also not named in the West Ham squad, so Dendoncker was then subbed on. So my team for Game Week 2 was this. Ryan conceded just the 1 goal against West Ham, and with him getting 9 points last week, I am perfectly okay with his 2, as long as he can get another clean sheet again soon. But only 2 keepers kept clean sheets this week anyways, with Pickford being the only keeper to keep 2 clean sheets in 2 games anyway. Trent was actually very close to getting a clean sheet, throwback to when Liverpool actually had them. But if it wasn't for Adrian switching sides and playing for Southampton, gifting them a goal, they could have actually got one. The only good thing I can see about this is that I only have 1 Liverpool defender, so I'm not missing out on much, as some other people have 2. So for them guys, I like it. Digne gone and done ya boy a good by getting an assist, clean sheet and bonus points to get a lovely 11 points. Absolutely loving life, as he is part of one of only 2 teams that kept a clean sheet, but possibly BBC sad news as he could be injured, but apparently it's not serious, so hopefully only 1 week max if he is out. Then the big brain boy over here made the last minute decision that completely flipped my game week, where I decided to play Lundstrom over Holobas. Holobas was playing Everton and ended up getting only 1 point after a yellow card, but Lundstrom managed to get a clean sheet, get 3 bonus points, and even scoring a goal, which is worth more as he's marked as a defender, but plays as a midfielder. This was actually the best decision I think I've ever made in FPL, which gained me an extra 13 points. So be jealous of my skills. I am coming for number 1 in the world. On to my captain, and unfortunately Salah only managed 3 points, doubled to 6. He actually did end up with an extra clean sheet point, which other pool players didn't, as he was subbed off. So that was pretty much the best thing Salah did this week. He did almost score though, but not the best of weeks, making other people consider Mane instead. Sterling had a really poor performance, only scoring 1 goal. That's 2 less than last week. So next week, he's going to score -1. But no, again, Sterling scored more points than Salah, meaning he would have been a better captain option again. So in before he blanks next week and Salah hat-trick when everyone flips the switch. Sigurdsson, my boy, more like Sigurd none, because twice now in 2 weeks he's failed to return. Although playing well, the goals just haven't been coming for Everton. This could be a big concern for Siggy in FPL if it keeps happening. But let's hope his middle name isn't Deja Vu again. Perez. You were the one. The one cheap player to get great returns consistently, but it's just not to be. He was actually very close to an assist when Maddison stole the ball and then blasted it over, failing the crossbar challenge. I feel like Perez could be a great option, but he just hasn't super glued with the team yet. Dendoncker came on as a sub for me for the injured Haller. I wasn't expecting much, although he did get into some kind of problem sim positions. So for the cheapest midfielder, getting 2 points isn't the worst that could have happened. Like, imagine an 8.5 million player scoring 0 after missing a penalty. Pogba. Finally, Wilson and King, the absolute dream. 40 seconds into the game, Wilson is fouled, getting a penalty for King. King steps up and scores within just 2 minutes. Then I guess they just set up their sunbeds and got some cocktails and just chilled for the rest of the game. Not doing much else. So at least they did return this time. Wilson getting 2 assists in 2, which isn't too bad. And at least a goal for King. So overall, I can't Perez. Sorry, I mean complain. So looking at my team overall, I am actually very happy with 58 points. That places me higher than a lot of people. With most people who did amazing in the first week, didn't have the best week this time around. Where I've had 2 great, not amazing, but consistent points. So that was my team, and now I will go through the best team in my league and the best team in the world overall, but unfortunately I'm going to have to make it very quick as I am away for the week going to a festival. That's right, I have a life. So best in my league overall right now is Jade Williams with JJFC, scoring 81 points this week for an overall of 186 points. Who went with a 5-3-2 and very interestingly using the free hit this week. I bet it is very satisfying when a free hit does pay off, but remember those changes only stay for 1 week, so I wonder if they actually know that. But they did have a very strong team with Sterling, Mane over Salah and Martial in midfield, all scoring, as well as the 2 high scoring defenders in Digne and Lundstrom, and one of only 2 keepers to get a clean sheet, so well done to JJFC. Now the best team in the entire world, apart from me, with a total of 205 points already, with 90 points this week, the top team is top team. And to be honest, they aren't lying because they are currently the top team. They hit their wildcard after just 1 game week, so are you mad? But a lot of people are doing that right now too. They managed to get the high scoring Lundstrom and Digne with Sterling, Mane, but also Aubameyang, Rashford and Pukki. They unfortunately captained one of the lowest scoring players, so could have actually been further ahead than everyone else. But a very well done to top team. So that's it. Game week 2 is officially over. I hope this dreaded game week went kind of well for you, or as best as it could have gone. And until next time when we do it all over again for game week 3. Thanks for watching, and remember.
What's up, guys? Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now.